What's up, everybody?
What's going on, y'all?
So, we've been trying to drive this car a little bit lately around the block, just good run it, see how it does. And what was that? Monday or Tuesday? It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday, yes.
Tuesday of this week, we took it for a
10-minute ride?
Yeah, we probably drove it 10, 15 miles. And on the way back, it developed a tick, of course. It's always had a slight tick, but then it would go away, come back, go away, come back, depending on the temperature. But it got real bad, so we thought we was going to adjust the valves. That didn't help it.
At all.
Yeah.
It did when we first started up. After that, man, it ran great. And then, 5 miles down the road, it did not like it.
Yeah. So we come over here this morning and done some investigating, looking, and really paying attention to stuff. And we've come to the conclusion that the lifter I'm not counting it, the lifter is not pumping itself up to open the valve all the way, and that's creating our tick. So I guess we're going to figure out how to pull a lifter out of a 235 Chevy.
It's a new one for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm kind of, all right, that's cool. We got the valve cover off already.
Yeah, we're going to, or we would fire it up and let you hear it, but.
Already got the lifter kind of loose on it, so.
So we loosened the rocker arm here.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get it, but that lifter down in the bottom there is
our problem child.
That's the one.
So, let's see. So there's a plate right here. There's a bolt there. It runs all the way across the motor here. We got to pull that off, and that's where our lifters and cam is. So I guess first things first, we're going to take it off and see if it'll slide out, or we're going to pull the distributor cap.
Don't know.
We're going to take it loose and see what happens.
Yeah, let's take it loose and see what happens, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So, Dane's going to start taking it loose, and we'll be back when we get her open, or when it's time to pull it out. That way y'all can see the struggle. All right, y'all, so you seen this? We got that off. Like I said, it's this one right here, which is that one right there. Look at that thing's going to slide right out, it looks like. So yeah, so that's what's behind that cover there. I thought we could see the cam, but I guess the cam is even further down.
It's an underhead motor. Underhead cam, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so we unfortunately we can't get it out without pulling the rockers off top, so we're going to break those loose. We're going to pull the whole assembly out.
That sounds like a plan.
That should be easier than half.
It is. I'm going to start at the front, then the middle, crack it loose a little bit. Do the same thing here. We're just going to work our way back, forward. That one's all the way loose. Try to ease them up kind of together.
Yeah, bring them up kind of square, that way it don't put pressure on our rocker arm rod, I guess it is.
Yeah. Which is a tube.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they are all loose.
Super simple motor, they're really. Engine, I guess, what it's technically called.
Engine. It ain't electric. It's not a motor. It's not a motor.
It's a motor.
Put some dirt down in there. You want a rag before you burn your hand up?
Ow! I told you it was hot, dummy. Give me a rag.
You looked at me like I was crazy over this stuff here.
That's what we do.
All right, so now we're just going to move this top assembly off here. Motor's still a little warm, so Josh's going to get a rag on that.
Keep it pushed together. Which one was it?
I believe it was this one here.
Yes, sir.
Looks like it's got a little more wear on the top of the valve than the other ones has got. I could be wrong, but it looks like
They're
it's
old, man.
got a little
They're
wear
old.
on it.
All right, so
Yeah, pull that one out. This is what we got going on. It is going to be hard to see, but if you look down there in that corner, he's pulling a push rod up, trying to get the lifter to come out of the block. And it's coming, so I'm going to reach in there and grab it right quick. Go. Got it. Oh, there's an oil line in the way. Isn't that great?
it's stinking old.
That's going to be.
Spin it out of the way.
Huh?
Spin it out of the way.
Bending out of the way?
Unless you want to take it off and clean it too.
No.
Why you were cleaning?
Might as well, but no. All right, so give it a little love, tension there. All right.
Oh,
Now,
no.
one more time with the rod to push. Lifter is out. Lifter's in your hands.
That's in my hand because it is a warm one.
Doesn't really look bad,
I don't know.
but for some reason it's not staying pumped up.
But ain't it?
It looks it.
All right, so we'll go on the internet real quick and figure out exactly what's needed done to
Rebuild, clean.
how to take it. Well, I'll see you pull that and it'll.
All right, check our springs, clean it up, and we'll go from there.
All right, y'all. So we've got our lifter apart.
It's getting there slowly.
Here's your retaining ring that holds your cap on there. That's your cap. It sits down on top of that. And this part right here is what was stuck. It was not coming up to help it build. I had to probably slide out now.
It took a second. It was stuck pretty good. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, no, make a mess.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's totally fine.
Stuck. Again.
That's 70 years old, man. It's tired. Yeah, I figure we show y'all once we get this part out. I'll turn the camera back on, and then we'll commence to cleaning all that up. And I bet that. Well, there it is.
Look at there.
Yeah, man. It's just.
There's,
Cool.
there's a ball bearing that goes in that.
Yeah, that should. So, I'll cut the light on. So that ball bearing sits on top of. There's a little spring in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's a check valve, just like I said. But yeah, all right. Cool.
Let's see what else is in this thing.
Learning experience today. Oh yeah.
That's all it was.
So that's a hydraulic lifter from '56 tore apart.
Wow. It's kind of nervous about doing that in the beginning, but
Oh, wait a minute, I'm zoomed in. There we are.
it's kind of nervous about taking that apart in the beginning, but there we are, knocking it out.
Apart. So we're gonna clean it all up real good.
Look at that. There's a little spring
Yeah, that the ball sits on.
that
That's
the ball
what
sets on.
what makes your check valve.
That is crazy.
I love it.
That's neat. Good stuff.
All right, y'all. So here's our parts. We got them all cleaned up.
I think this one goes in there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll rewind the video tomorrow. We'll put it together how we think and then go from there. No.
It's good. So, all right, we're going to take this little cup here, put the spring in it, and then the ball in the spring. So, you may want to have to get a pick or something, screwdriver, set that spring straight. Maybe something that's not magnetized. Then the ball sets in the cup. So that part's done.
All right, so let's see. Ball is in the cup.
And this is going to set in the cup.
Cup sits in the spring.
And the spring sets down into your lifter itself. I'm gonna use a pick, try to hold it, ease it down in there. All right, well, maybe not. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to set it all in there at one time. Kind of my hands in the way, I'm sure too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all in the way. We'll start over with that. Got these holes on the side here for a reason. Do this and ease it down into there. And I'm gonna pull this out. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna pull this out and let it set.
Yep.
And if you look down inside there, it's all still together.
Yep.
And then we drop the top. It's the bottom.
Oh, we got to prime it, don't we?
Yeah, we got to put some oil in it.
So don't do that yet.
All right, so we'll put oil in it first.
All right, so we got to get some oil to put down in it. All right, so video we watched, the guy said fill it up about halfway with oil. I put y'all on the stand because it's going to take both of us, I guess, on this next part. So that's how we work.
All right, so that's pretty halfway full, I think.
A little more than halfway, but it's okay.
Might make a mess here. Yeah. Smart.
And this goes.
Yep.
No, now you got to push that check valve.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
So now that little ball is creating a check valve. So you got to push it.
Ah, shoot.
Or you was good where you was at.
Good. All right, so we push down in it, push your check ball, and that sets it in there.
You go lower than that.
Is it?
Yeah, go lower than that.
Ah.
Yeah, push it all the way down with a screwdriver.
So you put the screwdriver in here. You're going to have to hold that thing or something. All right. It's all the way down.
Yeah.
Now, you're supposed to lock it or not?
Yeah. Hold on. Unless you want to use that pick. All right, you ain't down far enough no more.
We're not lined up. Oh. You got to line the holes up on the side of it. There it is. All right, you got
It's not down far enough neither.
it. You know?
No.
Oh, not now.
Now you can put your lid on there, I think.
Yep. And we're going to stick to the original ring. I mean, it didn't look like it was too bad. And it just slides in.
And that lifter's done.
That is a rebuilt lifter.
That was fun.
Interesting, a new experience.
Yeah, very new experience. I liked it. There's really nothing other than two springs that could go bad in there.
I can't wait to see if this is going to fix the car.
Yep.
So let's get it back together.
All right, I know y'all really can't see, but he's going to drop the lifter back down in there.
Maybe it won't hurt the cam, right?
Maybe it won't hurt the cam.
I'm kidding. It's just going to slide into a
It's
spot.
going to go where it wants to go.
Yeah. All right, it is in. That was the simplest ever. This push rod's got an open and a ball end on it.
Yeah, it's got you. See if I can get over here. Got a rounded end, as you can see, and then a cup on this side. So cup up.
Now, where we're at right here, I would like to add a little oil to that lifter on top. What do you think? Just a little bit?
What's stopping you?
Ain't nothing hurting us. Just a little bit. Just so it's not completely dry, which I know we primed it, but you never know. What's stopping me? Me. All right, here we go. I'll add a little oil to the top of that lifter. Yeah. Done. That's good enough.
All right, y'all. So we're going to flip this thing back over on fast record while we button all this up real quick. And we'll flip it back when we get done. All right, everybody. So Dean got the side cover put on down here. Got the flow bars put back on.
Turn the coil the right way.
Turn the coil the right way because he didn't like it. I'm not gonna run now. There's that.
Hey, it's been upside down since we started this. So. What's the torque values on that?
25 to 35. So I'm gonna start off what we did a while ago to 10.
Run a 10 on?
Yeah. Already got that. The two middle ones. This middle one. Alright, I'll go up 25.
And that's just to ease everything down kind of together, isn't it?
Yeah. That might be 28 now. All right.
Now, we only did this one lifter because that's the one we seen we had an issue with.
Yeah.
Correct. I mean, it can be done on all of them, but it may need to be done on all of them.
We might get it running and another one if I didn't want to chatter, but it was the only one you could take right here and push it down. And now,
Dang it.
yeah,
Which we now need to start this car up and set this one for sure
yeah, set that one.
because it's loose. And we'll see what happens with it. We'll back it off some. I'll get the wrench and the screwdriver.
All right, y'all. So we don't have our mics on now. So we're gonna fire the car up. Y'all ought to be able to hear it.
That's a little harder than it could. You hear it come back? Yeah. Now it's kicking. Push right over here, spinning around in circles, man. It's only one though. Oh, that's the thing. I see it's coming. Y'all getting old out of it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's the battery out there. I think we need to set it with the gate. I'm supposed to do it. I know that all those are. They're wrong. I lock it down, and we'll just leave it there.
So as he was adjusting that valve, I can hear the difference on the backside of the exhaust as it's opening it up more as it cycles through the.
Because it had a little miss. It did have a little misfire, a little skip.
Yeah, it was like.
You could hear it every now and again come in. So that must have been in its engine cycle. And when we open that valve up, it's, hey, I'm breathing better. I'm working. All right.
So yeah.
Make sure she's locked down good and we are. Let's don't break that. Yeah, we went through all those the other day. That's the only one we had an issue with. So let's put a valve cover on this thing, take it down the road.
Yeah, let's do it.
Feels like it's got a little more power to it. It's running good, smooth, and ain't ticking and clacking.
Which you didn't do that until the next road a while ago.
Until it got warmed up, and then it was making a heck of a noise a while ago. So.
Pretty cool. Sound like a good old pupwood truck. Turn the camera back on when we get back to the shop here. We're going to run it up down the road a few times. All right, y'all. So we took it down the road in the last segment of the video here, and
it ran good.
Ran good, ran great. And then we kept on going after we shut the camera off, and we made it another 2 or 3 miles, and guess what? The tick decided it was coming back. But we noticed our oil light was flickering when we would come to a stop when I was sitting there idling.
Little idle up on the carburetor, try to, make sure it was pumping oil good and checking all that stuff. So we come up with a plan to do a simple oil change.
Yeah.
And evidently we just come back down the road. This thing's hot. I mean, it'll burn you.
Yeah, it's fire hot.
And it's not ticking.
Yeah. So that seemed to cure it. So I guess this is going to tell us when it's ready for an oil change.
It's like, I guess the oil was breaking down, obviously, or thin. And that's what's crazy. It was a new oil change.
Yeah, there wasn't many miles on it. There was less than 100 miles on that oil.
And it was solid black.
Maybe.
Detergent, non-detergent oil, could be. But with all that said and done, it ran out smooth this time. The tick's gone. I'm happy with it.
It runs good, sounds good. So yeah, we're going to call it right there, and we're going to put some miles on it and see what happens. And if the tick comes back, we will try an oil change again, see if it goes away, or may need to order a set of lifters for it eventually.
Right.
But I hate to dump a lot of money because it's very expensive ordering parts for this old 235.
Yeah. You could build a V8 so much cheaper than you could try to keep this one going. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge if it ever occurs. But for now, we're going to call that a done video.
Yeah.
We showed you how to do the lifter, take it apart, how to get to it.
Kind of different.
These 235 hydraulics, I say you adjust them with them running, the valve lash and everything.
That's kind of aggravating, but it can be done.
So there's that. So we hope y'all enjoyed the video, and hit that comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.